Hello, it's me, Marquelworld, all things professional wrestling in my life. We got some news. Toni Storm she has been released. It's not even a report anymore. It has been confirmed by many sources that she has been released from her WWE contract. There are a lot of rumors speculating on what happened. The rumor is that she is sick and tired of how she was being booked. So she requested her release and she flew herself home during a live show. I guess she could no longer take the bullshit anymore, so she left. Um, I can't just sit up here and lie and say, oh, you know what? I was a huge fan of hers. She was okay to me. I barely saw her. When she was in NXT, I wasn't really watching. But what you call it? She reminded me of Paige a lot. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but she reminded me of Paige. Her mannerisms reminded me of Paige. Just her as a person, she reminded me of Paige. She kind of even looks like Paige to me. The way their styles, the way they dress. So to me, she was always like a Paige 2.0. But isn't she also from England as well? I don't want, I know she's not from the United States, but just like Paige, she's not from the USA either. So she kind of had an accent as well. But she was sick and tired of the way she was being booked. And NXT, she could showcase. They were giving her time and opportunity to show the audience why she's a threat to the women's division. But you have to realize when she was first called up to SmackDown, she made an appearance and then she disappeared for like 2 months. So you could tell that there was no direction for her. It is sad. This is what happens when you go on the main roster. They don't know what to do with you. The main roster has different writers. What I think they need to do is have a writer that's on NXT and on the main rosters. One person that does Raw is also on NXT. One person that does SmackDown is also on NXT. So they have a mutual member that's on both shows that knows the character a little bit more than these new writers when they get brought up. I don't know what's going to happen to her. I do know that she traveled the world. I'm just assuming what Sasha Banks said in her promo when she was geeking Toni Storm up, stating, you've been here, you've been there, and you traveled around this. So I'm not sure if it's exactly true or if she was just saying that because it was part of the script. But if it is true, she does have a lot of experience on her hand and she's traveled the world and she can mimic her opponents and take their skills and their wrestling movesets with her because she's been around the world. I don't know what Sasha Banks said because I was barely watching SmackDown, but I do know she said you traveled around the world. So I don't know if she means in China. I don't know if she's talking about England. I don't know if she's talking about the USA. I don't know what she's talking about, Mexico. But if it's indeed she did wrestle all over the world, she did have, that's more moves that she could put on her moveset if she actually wrestled all these opponents from all around the world. Let's see what happens to her. Do I think she's going to go to AEW? I mean, it could happen, but she's just going to be one of many. Impact, I can see her doing good at Impact. Hell, she should go to MLW. That's very underrated. No one ever talks about MLW because it's one of the smaller promotions. But I like MLW. I wish Toni Storm nothing but the best in her future. This is Markel's World. All things professional wrestling in my life. Subscribe to the channel. See ya.